requested last week to have the progress on the zoning and the board of adjustment billing in. You decided not to talk about that?
No, we never got it put on the agenda.
Why?
I don't know.
Going forward then, how would you like it to work? If somebody asked and you guys all go, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, who do we go to, what process would you like us to follow to get something on the agenda?
I think previously they went to.
I went to her and I went to all three of you.
This was for
I said.
talking about the zoning.
Yes.
For an update.
We have on there to reappoint Doug DeVore to the zoning commission.
I wanted to talk about what you've come up with other people. Where you're at in that process. That's what I asked to have it on the agenda.
Kurt had give it to me. Dan has looked at it, it's back to me. And we'll get together and we'll discuss it.
That's what I wanted to discuss today.
I just let you discuss it. That's what we're doing.
But it's not on the agenda, so I can't talk about it. But I asked to have it put on the agenda, that's my point.
We're not putting it on the agenda every week.
Are you going forward with it every week though? I mean, you should be. You've got people that are absent from that committee, from that board. That's what makes this all work. Right?
We're working on it.
So you say you're gonna all get together to discuss that. Will that be on next week's agenda to discuss it, or are you planning to have a separate open meeting to discuss that?
Just discussion, it doesn't need to be in an open meeting, but we'll probably discuss it while we're up here at 8:30.
So the part I just read about deliberation and considering of all options, that doesn't apply to you guys for the Iowa Code for open meetings? So while it's not policy directive, it is relating to what you're moving forward with on a future action. That would be deliberation. Am I wrong? I mean, I had two different definitions of deliberation in there.
So according to that, we have to be in session to discuss anything.
Well, you're talking about moving forward with something, but you haven't discussed it in any previous meeting. While you may want to keep individual people's applications in a closed session, you're still not discussing what your timeline is, when you're moving forward with it, when you hope to have somebody in place by. You're not discussing anything in a public meeting. And it is all eventually related to an action item, which would be considered deliberation or consideration of a future item. That's not like shooting the breeze going, man, the weather's great over coffee. That's talking about future positions in the county and when you'll have them filled. And if you think 3 of your applicants are good enough to move forward with to the next step, I mean, you don't have to talk about specific people you're talking about, but you can still discuss the topic in the open meetings where people can see where your progress is. Just my opinion.
I have 9:30, we'll